friends, Brickey here. Got some orders to ship, got a new camera to check out, keeping true to my word, still staying creative, still got no plan. It's another day hanging out in Long Beach, seeing what we can get up to, see what we can do with this new camera, and probably finding a little something to eat. Thank you so much for showing up. I'm gonna try to make this worth it. Yes. I always just max it out because you never know. Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh my God. So do you ever feel like sometimes the world as an adult feels broken as compared to when you were a kid? And for me, the greatest example of that is the USPS. I just remember like the post office being this pristine, well-oiled machine. And now every time I go in there, there's like hardly any cashiers working. The employees feel overwhelmed. The place feels dirty and dumpy. Like it's just one of those things that when I was a kid, it just felt like it was like on a whole other level. Like this sleek machine that just ran efficiently. And now it just feels completely broken. I think it's always hard to tell, is it being naive as a kid that made everything feel like it was moving smoothly? And then as you get an adult, you see all the cracks and seams? Or is it really just something that's kind of falling apart? But major thanks to all the people that do keep the mail going. Like, what an unbelievable service. And also a big thanks to everybody who bought their 1955 undefeated hats. The response has been phenomenal, and really, buying stuff from heybrickey.com is the best way to support the content. I sincerely appreciate it, and Beth and I are blown away by your support, so appreciate it, bud. So one of my favorite things about California, there's a little something for everyone, and there is a heavy metal burger place that opened up in my neighborhood. I believe at one point they were in Pasadena, but now there's one here on the beach. So, been working all day, got the first vlog up. Thank you to everybody who watched it and commented, sincerely appreciate it. Already been a lot of fun. Have my live stream tonight for Hey Brickey. So, thought I'd drop off the packages and go treat myself to a heavy metal cheeseburger. How is that different than a regular cheeseburger? We'll find out. So a true sign of summer in my neighborhood, they closed this road so everybody can have beach access on their bikes, on their skateboards, on their alternative vehicles. So that's always a good sign that summer is on its way, because the road is back to being closed. No better place to try out a camera than the beach, because you have all the bright sand, the wind to figure out how this internal microphone sounds. So it's way too early to tell if this is going to work and if the first video was successful. But I can tell you where I found success, because I think really success is defined by the individual per project. Because if you have millions and millions of dollars and you lose 1 million, hold on.
I don't give a fuck if you're afraid. Be happy. Keep fucking walking.
Love living in the city. Let's say you're worth like 300 million and you lose 1 million. You're like, nah, I'll get it back tomorrow. But if you only had $500,000 and you lost $1 million on a bad investment, it would completely break you. exact same amount of money, 2 different sets of steaks. So really, every project, its own success is dependent on the person who's doing it and what they hope to get out of it. And so for me, where I can tell you this has already been a success, and maybe this is applicable to what you do, friends, I put up a video and I didn't have to worry about the view count. I didn't have to worry, like, did it hit a certain number? You know, is all the metrics lining? I literally got to make a video for fun, see some of my longtime pals, watch it and comment, and it just felt really, really good. Now, I can't make that the metric forever because I'm an adult and that's not realistic, but giving this project like an infancy stage where my expectations are grounded in reality and I'm looking for little personal metrics, it keeps it really, really fun versus going like, oh, I didn't get 100 views in the first hour when I typically want to get over 1,000 views in the first hour. See, if I did that, then I'm breaking one of the #1 rules that I'm guilty of, and I'm sure you're guilty of. We're all guilty of it, and that is comparison is the thief of joy. If you don't compare yourself to others, if you don't compare yourself to unattainable goals, then you can find your own success. Early to tell, first video's only been up for a couple hours, but what I wanted to get out of this was creativity and fun, and I found both of those things already. So thank you. I really hope they have a sidewalk because I hate walking in sand. Despise it. Doing?
Doing good. How are you? You ready to go?
Am I a poser if I get the winger?
Not at all. If that's the one that appeals to you, they're all.
It's like such a bad band, and
It's
it makes me
okay.
feel like it's a trap. Like I'm gonna be judged. Like, oh, you got the winger.
It totally is a trap. I'm checking out my lightsabers.
All right, I'm gonna do the winger, please.
No problem.
I love it. It's great. So to eat upstairs, so I can get some of the good beach views. Check out the vibe. Don't worry, I'm not going to show me eating the burger. Just wanted you to see what it looks like. The winger looks sick. Let's go. I have the patio to myself. Let me show you the complete vibe. Mural on the back, plenty of patio seating, and one of the best views that you will get anywhere in Long Beach. And looky there, a elevator, a little tower of terror, so our friends that need to come up with a set of wheels can easily do so. And my playlist today has been Def Leppard, Ozzy Osbourne, and now Danzig. Hell yeah! This place rules. That was absolutely delicious. Here's my review. Bun, toasty, thick, like a real good toast on the bottom. That's super important to me. Burger, not a smash burger, but had a lot of that char taste. But like a traditional steakhouse, they ask you, how do you want your burger? I got mine medium It was perfect. All the accoutrements, good tomato, good pickle, nice fresh lettuce. I basically got like the basic bits, you know, it's kind of like an In-N-Out burger. I always like to start every place on the most basic model so that I understand what kind of burger I'm working with, and then the next time I'll get more adventurous. It did feel like a poser though, picking winger, because if you remember on Beavis and Butthead, one wore a Metallica shirt, the other one wore a AC/DC shirt, but Stuart, the little poser in the neighborhood, he wore a winger shirt, and I always heard that pissed Kip Winger off big time. So yeah, I was Stuart today. That's all right. Maybe next time I can be Butthead. I chose Liquid Death because I love Liquid Death. They're also a client of Lincoln Design Co. So I like to keep the cash in the fam. But they do have traditional fountain sodas, and I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know if you can get a beer with your burger. I should have paid more attention to that because I know I'm in the minority for folks who don't like to have spirits. So my early review with the camera, I thought it'd be more just point and shoot, and there's a little bit of configuring like where the gimbal goes. I think that I have it on tracking me, so whenever I spin it around to show you my POV, it's still kind of set to wherever it was fixed on me, so sometimes it doesn't land where I anticipate it to. But then again, in the camera's defense, I thought the street was closed. But then again, in the camera's defense, I didn't read any of the instructions. I didn't watch any videos. I just grabbed it and said, all right, let's go make a vlog today and see how it works. So from the dum-dum's perspective, it's more complicated than the dum-dum thought it would be. But I do like the size. I like the ease of it. And for something like today that was just, you know, running errands in the neighborhood, I feel like it'll be probably quite perfect in these type scenarios. Because like if I would have walked into that restaurant and had the pro rig, they might have been like, hey, what are you filming for? Or, you know, just kind of opens up all those type of bizarro questions and stuff. And it's like, I'm filming for my second vlog that hardly anyone will watch. I really despise that there's a sidewalk on this side, but there's not one on the beach side. See, once again, the camera's like shooting too high. So when I double click it, then it goes back to like neutral. And I'm just assuming that it's always going to be a neutral, but I think that it's set up for my face. Want to be neighbors? For rent, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, all appliances, including washer dryer, $3,800 a month, includes utilities. Text for more information. Oh, it's that ground floor right there. Get that ground floor right over to the ocean. $3,800 a month. That's a pretty good deal for this neighborhood. I have noticed for rent signs and for sale signs are staying up longer, and for rent signs are not totally just escalating like they had been, but still crazy expensive. I should also add that the wait staff at Gorilla Mall was super nice, very accommodating, and the turnaround time was fast. I only waited, I think, a song and a half, maybe 2 songs for my burger to be made. My total price for burger, Liquid Death, and tip was right around 20 bucks. So for this neighborhood, not bad. And that view, unmatched. So definitely see me going back to Gorilla Mall again. Definitely my vibe. Camera update. It's definitely tracking my face. Because when I was holding the camera down like this, I noticed that it was swiveling around, following wherever my pumpkin head's at. So that's probably why when I spin it around, the POV isn't calibrated at the height that I would assume that it would be. There's our friend that was yelling earlier. We'll just use the camera to see if anybody rolls up on us. Right back to where we started. But with a lot of packages that we shipped out. Again, thank you to everybody who supporting Beth and I going over to the shop and buying the hat. Hope you enjoy the quality of it. I'm super stoked on it. Gonna head home got to get ready for tonight's live stream. Got to go through and sort out all my articles and get my top 10 or whatever figured out, where we look at the old Disney news. But I want to thank you for showing up and watching. Thank you for checking out the camera with me. Hopefully you thought Grill 'em All was kind of cool. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to do a little bonus content for my Magic Brickey holders. I'm going to give you a little, not a walk-in talk, but a drive-in talk on the way back home, just to kind of wax poetic about where I see this going and what I'm excited about. But to everybody else, I'm so glad you showed up. But if you want to watch these commercial free and get the bonus content when it's available and fits into the schedule, head over to Hey Brickey. That's my main YouTube channel. And over there you can become a Magic Brickey holder and get access to the bonus content of the vlog. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for continuing going on this journey with me. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. See you tomorrow, maybe?